All right. I believe we're on. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday night at Slate Billiard Club in St. Paul, Minnesota, and the Brandons are playing. I'm going to chat for a minute or two. One of the Brandons came in hot, just got here, so I'm going to give him a second to breathe. We'll probably stall. Dave might do a quick interview, and then we'll get this match going. We're just getting the technology started, so hang tight. Go get a beer or a soda, some chips and popcorn. You've got a few minutes before it starts. They haven't even lagged for the break yet. He's putting together his cue. You can see it now. I believe that's Brandon Hoff that was running late, right? Dave's going to... Do you want the microphone, sir?
No.
Okay. All right. He's going to go chat with them. We're just going to stall time a little. So I'm going to log in on my phone, see if there's any chat going yet. I doubt it. But if you guys want to say hi, then at least I'll know that we're on. Still logging into YouTube, so give me a second. Okay. Looks like we got JD wiping down the table again. I wiped down the table an hour ago, but one of the Brandons was practicing, so getting it perfect. Yeah, if you guys are just joining in, this is Mike Pankoff and Dave O'Keefe here at Slate Billiard Club in St. Paul, Minnesota. We're just about to get started. This is not, he wants to hit a rack.
Live, so
yes, this
Brandon number two let Brandon number one. He's going to let him shoot a warm-up rack. He just got in. He brought his cues with him to work. As you see, he just put them together.
Yeah.
So he's going to let him hit some balls.
Yeah.
I'll go out there and talk to him, and then we'll get going after that.
Yep. So this is just practice. There was brutal traffic out there, guys. I've been timing my time. Normally 40 minutes with no traffic. It has been an hour to an hour and a half lately with all this construction and the weather and just summer activity. So Brandon Hoff is shooting right now, just practicing up. This is kind of a fun tournament, I have to say. It's kind of cool being here on a Friday night. I usually am out doing something with, or at home practicing, doing something with some friends. It's nice to be in here. It's going to be hot this weekend, so I imagine I'll play more pool. I think tomorrow's going to be steamy, feel like 90 something, but it'll be mid 80s. And that's been a factor. The moist conditions have definitely made this table play tougher. For months after the cloth was new, it was playing real slippery and super fast. Now it still plays fast, not super fast, but fast. And the English is grabbing like a normal table should. So it's playing great, but I would say it's playing very difficult. If you're under pressure, which these guys are, $265 entry tournament. If finances are like most people in this country these days, $265 is a hefty fee, so there's a little pressure there on every shot when it's like last night when that was a fun match, but the night before, Hill, that's even magnified more. It's been fun watching those when they come down to the wire. That was Wednesday night. Robert, I believe it was Robert, pulled that one off. Matt Krieger had a chance in that Hill game. Anyway, we're on to today. He's still warming up.
Okay.
What's the latest?
Let's get some shots in. Yeah, before we get started, everybody like and share the stream. Get it going for us tonight. Should be a pretty good match. Both these guys have played pretty good in this tournament. I think he looked... I think he's looking ready.
Yeah, he looks like he's done practicing. He wants to get it going. Okay, Dave's going to walk out there and get an interview started.
Warmed up as can be. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, Brandon. This Brandon, who's your favorite player?
Shane Van Boom.
$1 million spot shot on the 9-foot table. Who shoots it? Minnesota player. Minnesota player.
TJ.
TJ. Second on the board for TJ. How about you? What kind of cue do you play with? That's the other thing they ask. I'm trying to get everybody to know the players. You know what I mean?
Jacoby butt, and then I have a Odin shaft with a medium hard tip.
Medium. Okay. Fair enough. How about you? Favorite player?
Oh, Chris Melling.
Chris Melling. Okay. No. Who shoots the? Yeah. Favorite player. Who shoots the $1 million shot? TJ. Okay. TJ's really on the board now. What? And you play with a Predator?
Yep.
Copy that.
Yep.
All right. Leg it up, boys. Good luck to you guys.
Okay, here comes Dave back in. We got the interview done. Well done, Dave.
Could you hear me?
You know what? I didn't.
I never know how close to sit to this microphone.
Yeah, no, I can't hear you on that, but I put my phone to the ear, so I was playing it on delay. Did you ask him how to pronounce his last name?
If you put those ear muffs on right there, you can hear the stream.
I hear you, but I have to plug them in. I didn't know I didn't want to start guessing.
I don't know. I'm not 100% which one is Brandon Hoff and which one
The
is
green shirt's Hoff.
The green shirt's Hoff? Okay.
Or maybe not.
Someone can let us know on this.
Well, they both have.
Well, we're going to know. Well, no, we won't even know when they mark the score because, yeah. Copy that. I'm sure someone will let us know.
Well, either way, Brandon won the won the leg.
Brandon won the leg. We'll check out his break here. Let's.
Okay, he's going with side rail, which means he's probably watched where the second ball hit. This sets the tone. We'll see if someone can figure out their break quick. These guys are very capable of breaking and running racks at this level. This tournament, a lot of people have been struggling to do it, though. This table's playing tough. Okay, it's nothing on the break and a cluster down here in the left side. If you look at the right, is wide open. The whole alley of the table, which will make moving the cue ball around a little difficult. This 15 in the corner doesn't look bad.
Someone said the black shirt is Brandon Hoff.
Okay, I had it wrong. So my bad. When he came and introduced himself to me, I do that all the time. I say turn right when I meant left. Okay, he decided to go with solids. I like that because of the 2-ball. I think the 1 could even squeeze into the side, but he'll probably play to the corner. See if he gets on it now, and if it might go by the 2 right now. The 5 to the 1. See if he gets above the 1 or below the 1. You think he could just play to run into the 15 ball, like, or not hard, but just like he's trying to get his cue ball right where the 15 is and play to the other corner. Angle lays right. You have to practice these shots though. Decided to go center table. He's got the 2. If it almost got to a magic spot where he got hooked on both the 1 and the 2. And there's that speed of the table. He probably would have been perfect for a cut shot on that 1 or a makeable 2 ball if he had stopped 4 inches short of where he is right now. Thank you, Andy, for confirming no Bren Hoof in blue. Yeah. Good. He says, Brandon not in green shirt. Brandon is the tall guy. They're both Brandons.
I got a couple of text messages that says Brandon's in the black shirt. I thought it was pretty
Well,
funny.
I'm curious at about 9 o'clock if this is going to be, if there's going to be a few beers involved with some of the comments.
Ooh, he went through
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to cut that 2 real thin to make it, and he just didn't grab the rail enough.
Yeah.
So Stripes here, he's got to solve this 13 ball. Looks like the 13-14. What kind of camera angles are we working with tonight? Do we have any of them working?
Yeah, I got the overhead yesterday.
Nah, I thought that looked awesome.
Oh, shoot. I might have to move it. I'll move it.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it.
Sorry about that. I caught you off guard there. We probably should have waited till the... Okay, so he's still thinking about his first shot. I think he's trying to get this 7 ball out of the way, maybe. Shoot the 10 into the side and just brush the 7 out of the way so that he has the 9. He doesn't even have to hit it that hard. He doesn't even have to hit it. Of course, you could always just play safe right here and just stick them right behind the 13. Yep, just like that.
Good shot.
Yep. And basically just buying time, and he's hoping that the other Brandon here shoots a kick shot that stirs everything up. Maybe he gets some. He doesn't have to go to work as hard on the next inning. Thanks, Kathy. We got the Brandons figured out now. I hadn't met either of the Brandons. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this because I haven't seen these guys shoot before. So that's why we did this tournament. Kind of trying to meet more people, get people into Slate. See what's out there.
We just want to see a heel
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you have a bunch of matches at
Yeah.
Slate, we're going to see a heel match. I'll fix the overhead on the break. No bueno. I just got here. Camera fell asleep.
Good shot. Those are always tough. So is he going to just roll forward with this 10 ball and try to hit the 2, blast the 2? And
Sure to get separation.
he can always play safe if he gets funny. He's going to use the 9. So watch this shot. I'm worried if where the cue ball will be for shape on the next ball. So I might hit this a little firmer than normal. He's jacked up though, and now this ball has to go in clean or this is gonna rattle because he's gonna pound this. Good shot, even though the 14. I mean, it was pretty good to get one of the problems solved. Now he's got to do it again. He could do it with 2 rail. He's got to worry a little bit about the scratch off the 2. I don't think he'd scratch, but 2 rails into the 214, it'll spit the 14 over to the other corner. But he won't have easy shape unless he hits it firm. Or plays a draw shot for the 15 next. Plays the 13 off the 2. Watch this shot. Is that what he's gestured?
Yep.
Oh, he hit the only spot he could hit in between them.
Right.
How many times is that? It happens every time.
Brandon Hoff is tall, so he can reach this and get a thin look and maybe contact these balls and cutting the 7, tickling the 14.
Yeah, this guy has probably got a really powerful stroke on a big table with being at that. Look, his arms are long wingspan.
Got another thin cut.
Yep, he's happy to be back at the table though, because Brandon F. had control there with the safety. I'm sure he was wondering if he was going to get a shot again. Okay, tough 8 ball here. He looks like he's going to back cut it to the left instead of to the right. It must go easily by the 14. Okay, undercut it. Shake it off. It's first game. This is a 3 to 4 hour war. Anytime you play a set this long, you can't think about just what just happened there in game 1. You're just getting comfortable, stretching out. Of course, these guys both said TJ would be the one they'd want to shoot. If TJ was shooting, then he'd probably punish him for a while. So. Okay, he's got one more crack at it.
Tried to play a little two-way there maybe, or...
Yep. Now, remember, he hasn't hit very many balls. He's coming in straight out of traffic. A lot of times, I'm going to give these guys a lot of excuses on game 1. There's a lot of pressure here. There's first live stream for a while.
games.
Yeah. I'm not trying to jinx them there either by saying that. I mean, this is just the way it's... They got to get comfortable. See, even this shot, he could play a two-way here, just play the 15 real soft and let the 13, 14 cover the 8. He'd get it would be tough though because he wouldn't have real good shape. Maybe he shoots the 14 right now and just brushes the 13. I like the 13 cut myself, but you're flirting with the side pocket. He's going to draw. Come back for the 15. Okay, same corner or side. Pretty good shot right there. Actually, since I mentioned that match the other night with Robert, the Hill match, that's against Matt. That's exactly what happened. Is it took a while. They had some uncharacteristic misses early. For whatever reasons, could have been pressure, could have been just not comfortable yet, but then all of a sudden Robert caught a gear for a few games, and once you get comfortable, these guys are running racks. You can see that was a very good speed. He's already adjusting to the speed. He'll punch draw this up just above the 8. The cue ball will just move parallel right up table towards the middle. Let's see how far he goes. Let's see his speed control. He might follow and just go to the side rail and see if he comes off the rail 4 inches for a nice easy bridge. That's a safer shot to follow. He did come off 4 rails, so I'd say he's starting to get comfortable. That was perfect. I think that was center pocket. He's gotten into a nice pace. 1, 2, 3. Good out. Sometimes it takes one miss to get you a little frustrated, to get you hyper-focused. It snaps you into play.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
We'll get her dialed here quick.
Yep.
Okay. Come on, little buddy.
It's counterintuitive. It's kind of like reversing a trailer.
Right.
You turn one way and it goes the other way. That's what Dave's doing right now. I'm watching him click on this. He wants to go left, but it's going more left.
I think we're good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Boy, the colors are nice again.
Yeah, look at how clear
Yeah.
you can see the balls.
Yeah, you can see the shine of the light.
What I did to this camera before I put it up is an ancient Chinese secret, and I have to do it to the other two still, and then I think we're in business because they don't like the dark room, but I tried to make them happy in the dark room by standing at Micro Center and talking to a guy for an hour.
So we got to do the score. Brandon, I'm gonna guess that his name is pronounced Forar. Brandon, I'm gonna call him Brandon F tonight. 1-0 Brandon F.
Made a ball on the break, but
Same.
definitely has cluster.
So he had the same side second ball side rail break, and it created that same cluster, which usually promotes several shots a game. And we might be here for 4 hours if these guys have a cluster every game. But we'll see if he adjusts. That's what I like to see, if he'll go to the middle of the table and start pounding them. Looks like he's going to shoot off this 5 ball. He's playing the tough cut now because he's going to run into that 9 and free up the 6-3 a little bit. He ran into the 14 as well, and the 14 covered the 6. But the 1, 3, 4 are out in play now again. I think he could go for this out. He's just got to get on that 1, 3, 4 proper to break out that 6. We got to figure that out. It's not going to be easy. And he's shooting off his duck, so he's committing to the out. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't shoot this off. I don't think he has another shot, so he had to. 4 ball, good shape. Now he can come into the backside of that 6 or the 14. I like bumping the 6 because he might have the 1 or the 7 next. If you bump the 14, it might go over and mess up the 1. I don't know. He might not have a choice. He might just say, I'm just going to run into him and play the 3-1, whatever I get. Yeah, he hit that real nice. Well, all of a sudden, I think after that first game miss that he had, he's playing real. I love his tempo at the table. He's playing real smooth. He's thinking it through. 1 ball to the 6 probably. He'd probably get on the 6 and the 7. Oh, he went straight to the 7 because that's a stop shot for the 6. He's already ahead of me on the thought process. He's playing strong. I see it. He didn't even warm up. Sometimes that's the way it is, too. You just come in and play. 7-6-3. Looks like he got perfect. He's making sure that a stop shot is sufficient for the angle. He might have to manipulate this. Let's see what he does. He might move it like half a ball or a ball, which is always tough on perfect conditions where everything's clean. Yeah, he moved it up a little so there was a hair of an angle. Great shot there. Now he'll just stun it over for the 3, and he wants to kind of be by the spot. If he's on the spot, he'll have a nice stop shot on the 3 for the 8. Yeah. Oh, he played the cue ball. I didn't even look at the 6. He played the cue ball. Okay. Brandon Hoff comes to the table.
And I did what, like the last 2 matches, we had some pretty, not slow play, but they really were thinking it out and, you know,
Yeah.
mapping it out. And I watched both of these players play, and they both, towards the end of the match, got the momentum going and going and going
Yeah.
in a good way, though.
Yeah.
You know, like they got loose and they were. So I don't think this match is going to take 4 hours like some of the ones we've had.
Well, it took you 20 seconds to just say that, and he's already shot off 3 balls. So yeah, I don't think this is going to take him long. He's confident. He's going to roll forward, play the 14 all the way down. No, he's going to draw. Okay, and he got the unfriendly bump. So now he's got to do a little magic shot. He could go inside English, back cut this, miss the 3 and the 6 on both sides as it twirls around 3 rails for shape on the 8 in the same, or in the bottom left corner. I think he just gestured that he's going to run into the 3. If he doesn't run into the 3, he could swing it around, like I was saying, 3 rails to center table. Yeah, he ran into the 3. Nice shot. Oh, he missed the ball, though. But he covered his hole, so Brandon F. is going to have to come to the table here and play a nice bank shot. This is a routine bank shot for ones that you would go for. However, there's no such thing as an easy bank shot. We got 94 people watching on a Friday night, you guys. This is pretty cool. Holiday week coming up. This is a big match. These guys are getting into the real money next week. Someone walks away with basically their entry fee and a little bit more maybe and a t-shirt today. But then the final 4 are in the grease, and then I think we're going to wait till right after the holiday, right? For the final 4? No? We're going to do it right before it?
We already got a match scheduled for next Tuesday.
Oh.
It's going to be Andrew Schlosinger and Gary Nudereicher. It's going to start at 6 o'clock. They just wanted to keep it rolling, and we are going to start taking sign-ups for our $4.99 and under. I'll release the details on that tonight.
So now you've committed to that, or are we still wishy-washy, or?
I got the tournament flyer ready.
Okay, cool.
So JD will.
Nice. So Tuesday night, huh? Cool.
After tonight, we'll be down to 3 live stream matches in this tournament. The winner between Andrew and Gary on Tuesday is in the finals. So
He really got unfortunate there to rest up on the ball and not have a shot after that bank. So it'll be interesting. Looks like Brandon Hoff is going to get his first game, get on the board, and be 1-1. But it'll be interesting to see if Brandon F. maintains that nice rhythm that he had in that game. He was really rocking and rolling until he missed that 1 ball. I believe it was the 6 ball. And again, they're stretching out. Takes a while to get that concentration level up super high. Nice out there. 1-1. And even though we blocked off that table so that they didn't have anyone in the way, it's a pretty full room in there tonight. And Dave's got a bunch of his buddies in here. They honored him with a nice picture in a frame.
State champ.
Yeah, these guys, their team went over there, and the ladies did too. So
Yeah,
Minnesota brought home the hardware.
Margaret's gonna bring her trophy, and I'm gonna bring my trophy in, and they made us like a big picture, the group of them, to hang at Slate Billiard Club. So
Great break, but unfortunately that those stripes in the end that were rolling didn't fall. This is stripe run out city, I believe. The 10 ball's the only one you want to solve as quick as you can. He could play solids, but that 1 ball's tough. Be nice if he could solve this 10 real quick. He's going to shoot the 9 off. See if he can come up with an idea within the first 2 balls here. Okay, he's going to get rid of this 15. Look at where he's at right now. That 10 ball, can he make that in the side or all the way down combo? I don't think so. So he's going to shoot the 15. Is he going to draw back for it and play the combo? That's what he's looking. He's looking to see, is there room to get by that 1 ball?
Uh-oh. We lost camera 3 again. Weird. Camera 1 wants to move around on us.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, and that's frankly why people have full-time jobs that do this, because there's nonstop technology issues, I'm sure. Okay, he tried to go after it right now. That was a good try. It's better to go, so try it now because he had shape, rather than try to manufacture a draw shot off that 15. The 15's blocking the hole on the 7 ball and the 3 ball too, so go ahead and let him shoot. He established stripes. I think that was a smart choice. And I think it did go. I think there was enough room if he hit it perfect. You know what I'm doing here, Dave? I'm shooting the 5 in, and I'm going to drift up a stop shot combo on the 7-15, and I'm going to stick him right on that 3. And I'm going to get so that I solve that 1 problem, and I get rid of his hanger. He's going for it. He's going to he tried to bust him up so that it was an easier out. I don't know if he can play the 3 off the 8 by the 15. That would be cool. Stick him right on top of the 7.
Yeah, I mean, if you had an overhead view, that would...
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, that was a good try there, because I think he played it at a good speed where he created a new problem. So these guys are jockeying here. Even though it was a great spread, they're going to, within 1 or 2 shots here, it's going to be ready again, though. If he could play the 15-3 combo and play safe... He's going to shoot off this 14, though. I don't know if he could see the 15-3, but I like that for safety. So That 15's not ready. We got to figure that out. I have a feeling he's going to shoot off this hanger, which means he has to get out because that one ball will be in there now. And once he moves his body out of the way, I'll be able to see if that 3 can go. I never looked at it from the other perspective. I don't know if he can double kiss that 3 in. If Solids comes back to the table. He's shooting this off. So he's probably going to try and get on this. Was he trying to break up the 315 right there?
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, I think he was trying to draw all the way down there because there's not much.
I think it's just dawning on him that he can't get out. There's no way he can get that.
Unleash.
Unless he hits it with his cue now and apologizes. Ref?
That's a Zach Boss play. Well,
That's
what
what
are
he
they
said
going to do?
last
It's like, they're going to ask you to put it back, and you can put it back. You know what I mean? I don't even know.
I heard him say that, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
sounds like most of the golfers out there exploiting the rules.
He is a golfer.
Yeah. That was a tough shot. Anytime you jam it at that speed, if you touch that rail.
So does he shoot the 4 off the 3 here? Just to open it up? Rail, ball.
Yeah, then he better be out. Well, I think he should get out because the 1's free now. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so now he's got to get on the 6 ball because I don't think that goes by friendly past the 12.
And the 2 balls is save. You're making it tough for the guy.
So he's going to go 6 ball now. It does go by. I thought he was going to have to go 3 rail shape on it. Huh. Okay, 2.
He probably wanted to maybe draw back for the 1 there, but he could
Well,
go-
I like using the 1 for the key ball. 2 to
Okay.
the 3 to the 1. Or the 7, he's got to get in there in between there, too.
What about shooting the 3 and going between the 7 and 8? Ooh, well, he's got a blocker there, at least a couple blockers.
I think he rolled up just far enough to block the 12, so he has to shoot the 11 here, I think. Or play safe, maybe play the 15-3 combo and run your cue ball down table. Or, no, the 2 ball would be there. You got to get it in a way that can't sell the 2. This chair?
Mike brought over the comfy chair, so we only have 1 creaking chair tonight.
Well, you guys,
Most uncomfortable chair since I've been.
yeah, we need like
It's
a
on the-
gaming chair
we
in
gotta-
here or something.
Can we get that in the budget? Hey, Chris, if you're listening tonight, can we get that in the budget?
Yeah. Well, that other one, I've done a few of these in the last week, and I think my back is starting to pay the price.
No, yeah.
Because 4 hours, I don't even
I
take a
think we
restroom
need
break.
like $1,000 like gaming chairs, each
Yeah.
of us, right? I've sat here every night this week. It's kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know these people really well to know who's going to win or who's
Yeah.
the favorite. You know, everybody feels out the players in the area.
Well, I think I learn just as much as watching Fedor. You got something to learn on every. Oh my goodness! Did he try? Did he call that?
Followed it in. So shout out in the comments. I always ask the players here. I'm trying to get to know the players and stuff. Shout out who you would have shoot the $1 million spot shot. Minnesota player. If you could pick anybody, even old style players. It doesn't have to be someone now or current. You know what I mean? Who shoots it?
We got to mark the score.
We did.
Oh,
I did it a little late. Sorry, but it's 1-1.
Dean says, "What? No buckets of Coors Light in here?"
Yes, Dean Lathrop is in the house, so at least we can talk about him, and he won't even know because he's over there playing. But there is some people watching it on the couch. We got it on the big screen here at Slate. Brandon's gonna bank this one. It looks like it might be frozen. Sounded like it was, but he had a good run at it.
Spot shot on a big table?
Spot shot on a big table.
It's down to 2 people in my brain.
Is Mike Pankoff one of them?
Well, I'm always going to say that, but I'm not going to say that for the sake of this discussion. I would want to shoot it.
Right? Yeah, if anybody ever asked me, I would say I would want to shoot it because it sounds a lot more fun than saying, hey, I had this guy or
Yeah.
that guy, you know.
Yeah.
Or
But-
do you need the $1 million and you're like, let me call one of my friends
Yeah.
because, you know, like.
No, if there's a hard shot, it's between a couple guys. But big table spot shot,
Big table, spot shot.
I'm gonna actually give that to Jesse Engel. I'm gonna take my money from the guy's hand as soon as it goes center pocket.
Yep. Yep. Copy that. That's who I would pick too.
Well, he might dump me, though, you know.
I'm saying, yeah, right? Yeah, big table. It's hard to bet against Jesse on that shot.
I don't know, man. Junior'd be tough to bet against. Robert would be tough to bet
Robert
against.
Shapiro, yeah.
Ed
Robert.
Borrego would be tough to bet against. TJ, Rob Matson. I mean, I haven't even gotten to all of them. You know,
Yep,
I mean, we're Rory, is he considered? No, he's not Minnesotan, but
But he was in Rob Matson's wedding, so that probably counts.
oh, Brecky.
Of course, Brecky. Nobody knows how good Brecky is. Except for me.
I do.
Except for maybe Debbie and you.
Tunjum. JD.
JD practices them too. Oh. Mr.
Okay,
Hoff.
8 ball in the corner. Let's see how
Right.
comfortable he is now. Tough shot with a lot of distance.
2 games
No
in a row.
problemo. Okay, let's fix this. Let's see if it stays. If we fix it one more time. I think it's moving more, though. Every time it's different, right?
Yeah, it's very interesting. It definitely wants to go back, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's falling. Yeah, gravity's pulling her. Is the other camera's not working, huh?
No coming back from that one.
No.
Well,
Okay.
here we go. 2-1.
Brandon Hoff goes up 2-1. See, he's breaking from the side here. See if we get another cluster rack with the side rail break. But he went head ball from the side, so those spread real nice, but then nothing's going. These guys are feeling what I feel every time I play on this table. It's tough to make a bunch of balls.
This one does look spread open, though. It's runnable.
Solids looks great because those stripes are all there on the side rail out of the way. If he can get rid of this 3 as quick as possible. But that 6 needs to find a home because
What, like 4 to the 6?
he could play stripes and just deal with the cluster by just that 15 makes it real easy to deal
Yeah,
with
he
it.
could shoot the 12
Yeah.
ball right now, come 2 rows back to
13.
the middle, or 13, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 13 to the 15 to the 10.
I always like getting when 2 balls got to go into one pocket. I always like getting that lower ball right away. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Get it out
Yeah.
of the game. And
Yeah. 13 to the 15 to the 10. Stop shot now.
nice.
And then he can deal with those other 2.
Yeah, those could be his out balls at the end,
Mhm.
top of the table there.
Okay, let's see what he decides here.
Pretty straight.
Looks like the 14 ball is next, the one right next to the 10. I'd almost try to pop it up on the line where if I pop it too hard, it'll be 9 in the side. I'd like to get 9 in the side, then a stop shot would be 14 in the corner after that. But I don't think he has enough angle to really... Yeah, he didn't have enough angle to... Because he pounded that pretty good and it barely moved. So now he's 2 straight. But he can... I think he can draw back and run into it. He's got the 12. Nudge one side of the 9 and have the 12. Unless I see this wrong, he might be able to have enough room to get by. Yeah. So 12 ball because that 9 doesn't go in the other side. I think he's got to play for the 15 because I don't... And I would try to stay under the 15. Like almost where the... Parallel to the 8 ball. So that he cuts upward. He's still on the underside of the line. Straight in line. So he can pop it off the rail and just play the 9 in the corner. No sense in fighting for side pocket shape because this cue ball realistically would have to be right where the 2 is in order to get good on the 8 afterwards. So yeah, he's playing to the corner. Sometimes we get fixed on the side pocket shape for that ball because it's closest to the side pocket, but there's no way to manipulate the cue ball. Good speed. Gets his bridge hand in there. Now he can draw back for short side shape. He just draw it straight towards the 5. And this is a test. Now, this looked like the second game. He started running real smooth. I saw his body language there. It looked like he was a little frustrated how tough this is because he's got to draw this back. Let's see if he puts a smooth stroke on it. Wow, that was nice. Now, if he finishes that, I would say that he's finally warmed up because if he keeps playing like this is going to be tough to beat. Real smooth out. Real smooth. He stayed down on that, too. Did you see that?
Yep.
All right, 2-2. For those people joining late, this is a $5.99 and under here in St. Paul, Minnesota at Slate Billiard Club. This is Mike Pankoff and Dave O'Keefe.
Looks like our house local there, Derek. He's got the line drill going on the bar table.
Yeah.
I would bet that there's no one in Minnesota that shoots more shots than Derek. He'll be good soon. He's really coming up.
It's funny how fast he'll play too. When you say most shots, it's because he's putting in more per 10 seconds than anyone. Watch, he's chalk.
For real, watch. Yep. We're gonna watch him do the line drill. No,
Yeah.
we're not. We are gonna watch the break. Well, let's see if he hits it a little softer. The last one, he kind of had a little cluster.
Yep. Okay. They're not retreating from the side rail yet. That was a great... Oh, wow.
Oh,
That might have been the best result of our most balls I've seen on a break in this tournament.
100% best break in the tournament so far.
That's 5 balls on the break right there.
How dare you beat me 2 games, Brandon? So
Yeah.
now Brandon's showing him what's up.
Yeah.
But I got this break and like
Yeah.
if it starts working. What does he got to do? Run 2 stripes in the 8?
Yeah.
Is this like a 3-shot out?
Yeah, not only did he make 5 balls, but he made 5
You were
stripes.
talking about highlight reels a couple days
Yeah,
ago. That's
this
like
is
a
on.
highlight reel break. Oh my god.
And I wouldn't mind after this tournament going through and reanalyzing because I've brought it up I know I've called it out 3 times. There's been unreal shots in this.
Yeah, and I know that Demetrius was asking if can we take some clips of some of them games, because he's been watching some of it too. And
Yeah, because there's some stuff where you can.
like that break was pretty cool.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have Kendra build us a collage. Hey, Kendra, if you're watching,
Yeah.
we're gonna need a collage
Yeah.
from the 499 and under tournament.
It's what you want to do on Friday night? Bust out the computer.
Right.
Okay. Nice angle he got. He thought that through. Oh my goodness. He got the shot that we all practice and never make. He can slow roll this and
What
make
English you putting on this?
it inside slow roll. Or no, I mean, I'd do an inside little bottom
Just so it
inside
maybe
stroke
curves
shot.
away from the rail a little
Yeah.
bit. And
Deflects, away from the points. If he uses outside, there's no way. Unless they're off the rail a little. Oh, wow.
wow.
It must have, the 8, I think the 8 was off the rail by 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah, they're laughing about
Yeah,
it right
because if
now.
they were frozen, that's like a shot that people gamble on. It's almost impossible to make if you use draw. Okay, 3-2.
This has got a little bit more pace than last night.
Yep. Yeah. And if you're watching, I might get home at a reasonable hour tonight, maybe 11ish.
Right? Sorry, sweetie. As soon as pool's over, he comes straight to you, I promise.
Yeah, and then I start playing pool on my table.
Right? Well, yeah, but she knows that you're right there. Then.
We've been getting into Reacher. You ever watch Reacher?
Nope. I
Oh,
don't watch
man.
much TV.
Neither do I, but that's why we don't, when we're together and hanging out at home, we'll throw something on, but I don't like watching news, so.
Let's see this break. I feel afraid for my 1 ball here at Slate Billiard Club right now. Nope, didn't hit. Second ball.
Well, he made a ball, and there's a good spread here. The stripes are kind of clustered over there on the side, and the 4 is trapped. If he can make this 3 and draw back with a jacked up draw shot to solve the 4, I like solids. Because then the 4 to the 1 to the 2 to the 7 to the. Yep.
What about shooting the 6 in the upper right and just
Yep.
getting shape on the 4
That's
right now?
that's
Game
probably
if you're a shooter, like I think that's my shot.
I'd rather shoot the 3 if it goes, because the 3 and the 9 are trouble. I got to get on that 3 good.
Good point.
But if that's not the right angle, the 6 is the shot, I think.
I mean, you could even jack up and get the 3 out of the game right now and still then shoot the 6. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just kind of leave the cue
Yep.
ball right there.
Yeah, right there.
Get one of them out. And then you got your 5 for your backup emergency if you don't get on the 4.
I think he's looking at what you just said.
I like that shot.
Yep.
I mean, eventually, and these guys are, if they're not to that level, they almost are, where if you can solve the rack in the first shot, and maybe it's a little tougher shot, sometimes you just got to be a shooter because the reward is there,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
He's doing what you're doing, and he can. I didn't realize the 3 goes by the 5 real easy, I think, when he makes
Okay,
that
okay.
4.
good shot.
Yeah, so now 4 to the 3.
Wow, that's a good shot. Well, I mean, you are growing, though, because you didn't say play safe there.
Yeah. I'm just trying to confuse people so that when they
gonna
play me.
I'm going to switch Mikey over to the offensive Tony Chohan that he has inside of him.
So I have a friend that comes over almost every Friday night, and he doesn't allow me to play safe. So
No safe.
I have to explore that. It's just such a sloppy game when you try to run out every time. If you don't get there, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, the Top Shot camera, Kathy, I don't know that I tightened the symbol that super tight because I didn't know that it was even going to work. We hadn't had it working, and I was so excited that the resolution was so good. But I'll fix it before next Tuesday. I have time this weekend to get them back going.
Well, here's the safety I'm going to call. Stop shot the 2 and just leave him on the backside of the 12. Because he won't be able to make anything. I think he's trying to leave him under the 9 instead. Yeah. Or I mean under the 5.
Yeah. I think you're right.
To block the 9. Sometimes those jacked up stop shots that I was recommending are tough to execute. But he could shoot this 9 or the 12 in the... See if he goes for the breakout here and kind of stirs the 14-11. Here we go. Ran square into the 11. And brought it into trouble. It could go in the top right corner, though. 12 to the 11 right now because you got to solve it right now. Yep. He's looking at it. He can get there. If he can solve this now, he's out. Tough shot here. The cue ball wants to go towards in between the 3-5 if he follows. I think he doesn't have the shape he wanted on the 11, so he's just going to try and get there a little bit later. He could play the 10 to the 14 and use the 11 ball last. 10 come over for the 14. And then the 14 come over for the 11. I think that's what he has to do. He trapped himself, maybe. Oh, he's all right. He can bridge it, too. I don't think he got tree-topped. But he's going to have to two-rail. He's going to have to... His cue ball will probably be just left of the 3 ball, so he's going to have a tough cut down the rail with the 11. But he can do this. Forward with top left cue ball. And the cue ball will hit right where that piece of chalk is on the end rail when it goes forward and spin to the right. He just accepted a longer shot. He didn't want to flirt with getting behind that 3.
Make sure he made it
Yep.
too, like I got to put this thing down.
Yep. Now just play to miss the 2. I have a feeling this ball is laying where he'll overcut it. So he's got to hit it slow so the friction maybe pulls it back into the hole. Too much friction. I guess he had plenty of room. It looked like he barely
Yeah,
could.
it did look tight, yeah.
102 on there now.
This pool game looks so easy. You just put the ball in the hole. Like 100 to 200 times in a row without missing, and then yeah.
Sam. Loser has to change his name.
Change his name from Brandon to Hey Brand.
2735.
No, I kind of like the 2735 here though.
Stop.
I like that he stroked that.
Yeah.
Stroked it in.
Yeah, he'll come forward about, I'm going to guess he doesn't want to get too close to it, so probably about 4 or 5 inches just to be safe. No sense in overriding this. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 inches he went there. I'm playing a stop shot here and leaving an angle. I don't want to get flat on this and have to take a stroke shot to get down for the 8. I'm gonna just play a stop shot.
Yeah, and if you know either one of the Brandons, share it to their social media, their stream. That way, their people can see it on watch him play on TV.
I like what he did there. He went a ball further so he can go 2 rails over for it. That's he's playing good. He's playing smart. Nice smooth cue ball right now. Oh, he decided to stun over. That's the shot I was going to do, only soft with the angle. Okay. Okay, all he has to do is roll this in. Let's see if he stop shots it or rolls it in. He knows that he rattled one here earlier on, or I think it was him that rattled one. You can see these pockets are tough, so he probably just roll it. Oh, he punched it. Okay.
Right.
Confidence.
4-2.
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. What time is it?
We've only been going for 1 hour.
Yeah, and we've got 6 games in. I'm predicting.
I don't think this is gonna. I think we're gonna be. I mean, gosh, I wish I would have brought contacts so we could have played.
I'm gonna say the over/under will be 9:45.
Well, I have to play at CR Billiards tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Is there a tournament there, huh?
Yep. Playing with Robert Mayman, who's sitting at the airport. They delayed his flight. He's in like Massachusetts or something, but he's coming
man.
home. And then Dan is out here practicing.
Oh, it's a 3-man tournament.
It's like a 3-man
I
tournament.
yeah, Margaret and I were gonna play in that with Vladimir or something. I think we're
Yeah.
just too high of a score, maybe.
Yeah, we're playing in the lower division. So we start at 9 a.m. instead of noon. I'm like, what? Come on, guys. All right, well, let's see if he can make 4 stripes on the break.
He's staying with the exact same break. Why not?
Yep.
He's playing good.
He's making a ball every time, you know.
Watch his follow through here. Wow.
Nice break.
Come back slow like that. That's admirable. Admirable. break.
Admirable.
Okay, it's still got a little cluster. Made a solid. And for those that haven't been following the rules of this, the table's always open. So he can take whatever he wants. The 1 ball looks good, but the 7 doesn't. So he's got to solve that if he goes solids. He might just get rid of this 1 ball right now with the 15 in the side, come down, make the 1, and bust up those balls. I think he might rub the 9, though. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, so unfortunately for him, he didn't get rid of that 1, but he hit him good enough to where I think the 10 ball goes underneath. So the 14 to the 10. I don't think he has the angle, though, to draw over. He might have to shoot the 10 now and just run into the 14 if he wants to get out. He could shoot the 10 ball safety, shoot the 10 and make the 1, leave him in the jaws. The 3-4 are tied up. That would leave a full-length table shot. See what you can do with other Brandon. Looks like he's going to shoot the 14, though, and come over for the 11 ball or the 12 ball here. So now he's got to come back down for this 10 ball eventually. Let's see if he addresses that soon. Maybe he could right now with a right English ball here, cue ball, come over for it. He's got to have super good speed. Try and get his cue ball on that first diamond right next to the 1 ball.
I do like his hair, though. That's a pretty good style.
Yes. Well, I've noticed you shave yours every once in a while to get that tight. His looks very sharp tonight.
Yeah, he's been in the last week.
Do you do it yourself?
I do it myself.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. Hey, no problem. It grows back. No problem.
Well,
Okay.
the beauty of yours is I don't think you can make a mistake on your hair.
Just leave a straggler. Kim from the body shop always says that I have a floating eyebrow. You know. You got an antenna sticking up, and she'll rip it off with like a pliers. He's kind of keeping Brandon Hoff, who
See what he did there? He's going to take the 11 down to the 10. I think he's going to go down to it right now. I think he thought about a nice, what ball do I need to get on?
At the one
Yeah.
ball from this
Yeah.
side rail.
Oh, I would use the 11, but he's using the 12 to draw over for it.
got
The
an
11
angle.
is a rolling shot. This is a stunning draw shot. Either way, I thought that 11 ball was perfect. He could just roll. Tough out. That one ball was his nemesis there. So the 3 is in trouble now because of the balls being stirred. So Brandon Hoff is looking to change the momentum here. Nice. Solved it right away.
And got shape on it if he wants it.
Yep.
Which he wants it.
Yeah. 3 to the 4 to the 5. Oh, I thought he would drift up a little.
Yeah,
Now he's got an angle.
we're over 100 viewers, so share it if you know these guys. It's kind of cool to. I know some of them watch it back, and man, it was painful to watch that last match. But yeah, watching yourself play pool, you can learn a lot.
I have to say, this chair is my new staple. This thing is super comfortable.
All right.
It makes a difference.
You're not creaking, so
Yeah.
that one's quiet. You're closer to the mic too.
Yeah, it all works out. Okay, 7 ball cross side. Come around for the 4. He wanted that 4 earlier. This is the discussion I talk about it a lot, about leaving a ball in the middle of the table. It's really tough to get the right shape on those balls because you have to get, it's real tight. Yeah. Thirteen, 11, 10, 12, or 13, 12, 10. Save the 11. I would rather shoot 13, 11 and let those. I don't know. I hate getting on the 8 ball when I'm from balls that are under it, and all 3 of those balls are under it. So which one would you choose? What do you think he'll do? 10 ball last or 12 ball, or 11 ball last or 12 ball last?
He'll go 11, 12, 10.
I think he's going to go 12, 10, 11.
As long as he leaves it right there. This 10 will be too steep, but the 12 makes the pocket bigger. I think he's making his decision right now.
Yeah.
So $1 says he shoots the 12 next, and
No, I'm not betting
What?
because
You don't
he
bet-
should.
yeah, you're not betting. Yeah, I get
I'd
it,
say
I
he's
get it.
90% chance of the way he got shape is going to shoot the 11, but I would consider 12, 10, 11.
Mike's still got his lunch money from the 3rd grade.
That's true.
He doesn't like it because it looks like the cue ball kind of, if he settles it there, it'll want to go into the rail and kind
Yeah.
of, you don't really want to
Yeah.
punch it out and miss it. So it's like,
Right, he can shoot this 12 because he can see it, and he hits it thin enough where he's got automatic shape on the 10. All he has to do is roll it in, and it comes up for the 10. The only thing that bad could happen is if you put a little English on it and jacked himself up on either the 7 or the 4.
well, and he needs a little angle to get up for that 8 too. You know what I mean? 'Cause it is on the other side.
Stop shot, maybe? So he has an angle? Uh-oh.
He didn't want to draw it.
He might have got a little bit of paralysis from analysis. Yeah, I don't think he intended to draw it. I think he barely hit low, and this table's clean conditions and clean balls that just came back.
Short cue.
Yep. And this is the reason why people buy jump cues. This is very makeable. I expect him to make this. And I wouldn't doubt if he gets shape. But it's his first jump shot of the day. Usually we don't sit here and practice these to get ready for a match. Usually you...
We got one guy that does.
Yeah, we sure do.
Good hit.
Okay, Brandon Hoff back to the table. This
So
is a golden opportunity.
If you can see the 7, you're golden. But if not, you got to, shoot the 4 all the way up?
I'm shooting the 4.
4 with a little stun, 7 in the same pocket, maybe?
Yep. And he feels like when he left the table, he probably felt like he lost that game. We're early in the set here. There's no sense in feeling that way. Easier said than done, though. See if he comes with it. He did come with it. Nice shot, and he's not jacked up. Nice shot there. Sometimes when you come back to the table after a miss, you felt like you were going to lose. It's hard to make that first shot. So obviously he's saying the right things to himself in the chair. He got so straight, though, he's got to draw back. He's gonna cut it in the side just so that he can get an angle to come down for the 8. He's gonna go 2 rails, 1, 2, and it overcooked. But he's got a realistic bank shot. Let's see. He just played the 7-ball bank.
I'm cutting it in the side.
No way. I'll bet 1,000 on this one. He's banking it.
He might be banking it, but I don't bank nothing. Especially not on the side. If I'm banking, it's at the corner.
Okay, so he had 2 bank shots that game to the side. That sometimes fares well later. If he keeps the right attitude, he's going to have that shot again, I guarantee it. And hopefully he's learned something from those. Race to 11, things tend to repeat themselves. We had that side pocket swallow the other day, remember that? Kept repeating.
Yep.
He's just got to go forward off the rail and out to center table. Careful. See how much it travels. Now, these back cuts, if he hits the long rail at all with this 10-ball, it will not go. Unless he hits it soft. But I imagine he's stunning this over to the side rail back to almost the spot. Or he's rolling 2 rails, maybe. Perfect center cup. He dealt with a little bit tougher shot here by going that avenue, but the execution was better. This is a huge shot, 5-2 versus 4-3 here. Soft cinch it, just come to the side rail with the cue ball. Nice shot.
All right, well, I am going to announce the Slate Billiard Club $4.99 and under championship. It's going to be a $265 entry. It's going to be 8-ball, race to 8, single elimination, 7,400 cash and prizes, over $3,000 prize package for first place. It's a $4.99 and under, 500 games in Fargo or tournament director discretion, 32-player bracket, single elimination, race to 8, leg for the break, winner breaks, BCA rules, all matches played on a 7-foot table. Bracket will be drawn live once 32 players are signed up with JD Prestegard, or please contact the Slate Tournament Billiard page once the brackets are drawn, it's same as this tournament, 1 week to meet up with the people if you've followed along to this one. But there's more online about this tournament, and we're going to be releasing it online. So you can contact JD Prestigard on Facebook or the Slate Tournament Facebook group page. You could he crushed the break again. You could join the Slate page and sign up for the tournament. We're officially taking sign-ups. I think we have 11 people already signed up.
That was officially a mic drop right there.
Mic drop. Not Mike, but like
After he was done reading that, he shoved the mic over and it fell over. Okay, stripes. We got to go stripes 11. Probably want to solve that 10 ball. It looks like the 10 ball sneaks by off the 14. 14 could brush the 6 and hold. If he saves it and shoots this 11 first to solve the 13, then it must be easy. Otherwise, I'd shoot it right now because he's looking at it. Yeah, it must go, the 10 ball I'm talking. So he's going to shoot this 11 ball. Or maybe he's shooting the 9 and drawing back. Looks like the 11 bumping the 13. Whoa.
it curved. It like swerved before it got there.
Oh.
You know, like he had jacked up to put a little bit of juice on it. And
Okay.
curved early.
Why did he, you know what it was? Is he miscue?
Maybe it was a miscue.
Yeah, maybe he hit it with the side of his shaft because he gave him ball in hand. It was a good hit if it was, anyway, maybe somebody in the chat will say what just happened, but
And yes, Kenny, I'm cutting that in the side all day and twice on Sunday.
which ball are you talking about?
Remember when I said to cut that 8 in the side when Brandon Hoff banked it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I just see the line really good on them. You know what I mean? I know the cue ball is flying. We'll teach you how to shoot in side pockets. I know that it doesn't come up in your game, very often and stuff, but to get you going, Mike. We're here to train your game too. Just because you're,
Oh, nice
just
shot.
because you're the head guy, don't mean that, you can't learn how to shoot in the side.
I'm willing for you to teach me.
We'll trade secrets. It's okay. I got you.
Center table here with the cue ball. Get on both balls here. Go past the 4, so he's on the 14 and the 15.
Love it. Good shot.
What a
Brandon.
shot. That's a good indicator of his speed.
He wants to be in this match right now.
Yeah.
Three stop shots.
Yeah. Nice shot there. He came back. He needed to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot. Now he can cheat the hole and still. Yep. Nice.
Nice.
Five to 3, and it's 8:21 p.m.
That one
Central
had to
Standard.
feel good. Good shooting, Brandon.
So we're an hour and 20 minutes in, and these guys have already played 8 games. A little quicker pace. You guys play the 8-ball cut in the side. But then your cue ball, because you're barely touching the ball.
Touching the ball.
The cue ball's flying 4 rails.
I understand the 5 rail between the side rail shot. It's 5 rail shapes. It's back and forth and back and forth.
The bank is almost a stop shot, and your cue ball is safe.
There's no correct way to play pool. Everybody has this toolbox, right? And in this toolbox, we all have different tools. And, I get my tools from the bottom shelf. You get your tools from the top shelf. That's okay. Someday, maybe I'll get a couple of them shiny tools from like the top of your toolbox. And
I think the tools that you use are like the one that they use to fix a disposal. Those little You know, they tape them to the disposal. It's a special tool. Okay. Brandon had a heck of a break there. He's going with solids. The 9 must be easy in the side. Otherwise, he probably would have chose. Did I say solids? I meant stripes.
Yep. He's running here.
Yeah.
We're getting going here now.
Yeah, now he's got the 9 ball to 15 to the 11.
Love it.
But he's unfortunately stuck on the rail here, so equipment here is perfect, so if he hits this good, it's in. That was a tough shot.
Yep.
I would never shoot it like that on a valley.
He shook his head like he didn't like how he was, but he's not straight in. He can pop off a little bit.
Well, he'd come about a ball further out if he just plays a soft little cut, cheats the hole with a softie.
And if he goes 2 rail shape off of the right side rail, the 5 is in play.
I would actually draw him back for. Oh, he's
He
going
went forward.
Does he forget that he's got the 11?
I don't know.
I thought he
right?
almost went down under
I like
the
to
5.
be close. I don't
Yeah.
mind being at a steep
Yeah.
angle on anything, but I want to be close to it.
Well, this one, the side pocket comes in play because he's got a whip draw this, right?
I think he shoots a lot of follow shots like I do, so
If he,
I think he's going to try to go 2 rails into the lower right corner. You know, boom, boom.
yeah. I mean, people practice.
You can play it both
This is like
ways.
the X drill. The people practice this shot all day long.
Yep. He's
Tough
putting
shot.
follow on it.
He is.
I kind of do that too. I kind of agree with him on this one. I would have put a little
Whoa.
left, top
That's
left.
gone.
But he really got a hold of that. Wow.
I thought he was just going to play a stop on that one to give himself
Yeah, I mean, you could even draw that back a foot. Anything after a foot, and you got a makeable 8
Yeah.
ball. So, and if you overshoot it, But he was pretty straight on it.
Well, this is no gimme.
Shake it off, Brandon. Be ready. Stay ready.
He's got to do his work here. It's not tic-tac-toe stop shots. He's got to think it through, but it is fairly
Ken says
straightforward.
blah, blah, blah. We're going to line up the frickin' bank side shot. You're banking it 10 times. I'm going to. So
Okay.
I think we're putting $5
Okay.
on it, Ken.
Okay.
Mike's ready.
Okay.
He's going to be shooting stop shot banks on the side. So
Well, let's do $10
what?
per shot.
Ooh, we're raising the back per shot, Ken.
Yeah.
All right, Ken. Doable out. He's got the 2. I like the 2 and kind of come towards the spot.
I'd go towards this, under the spot, and then
Yep.
zigzag the 6 for the 4.
Yep.
Keep saving that 7 until you have to. Play the 1 after that. 1, 7.
But you're
5.
trying to get all 3 of these balls down here right now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
2, 6, 4, 1, 7, 5. 2, 6, 4, 1, 7, 5. Okay, he decided to go all the way around.
Just
for
wanted to
the
maybe
one.
make. Sometimes you just want to make sure you get out of there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
man, if I can just get out of this little corner. And now he has choices, but the 6-4 gotta go down in that hole.
Well, maybe he thought, I'm going to play the 1 in the side, so I'm going to get rid of the 7 and then play the 6, 4, 1. Because the 7 goes right now, right? And it drifts
Yeah,
down for the
yep.
6. I can hear Dan's laugh.
Yep. Yeah, we got a bunch of people having a lot of fun out there tonight.
Yeah, now he can just stun off the side rail up above the 4. Yeah. Looks like he's playing a rolling ball, though. I thought he would go low and come up above it. Okay. He's got 4 in the upper right corner. Now, the beauty of this shot is he could roll this 4. If he plays it to the upper right corner, he could roll and get shape on the 1. Just roll past the spot about 6 inches. And that will leave, I mean, all it would leave is a tough bank shot on the 8, which I don't think would go by the 1. So it's kind of play a two-way here. It looks like he was going to draw there, though. I'd be rolling this ball towards the 1 so that that 8... He might shoot the 5 ball here. This is one of those where he's standing behind this 4. Might want to walk the table and just think about it, because he's in control of the table right now. Oh, he said, forget going all the way down. I'm just going to confidently poke it into the side. No problem. Nice shot. 1 in the side with a little right English off the side rail, bottom rail. Zip up for the 7. Or, I mean, for the 5. He doesn't want to shoot this 5 because he's going to run into the 8. The 1 ball, I think, is the shot. I don't know if he plays that inside English very often. Play a little low inside. It just kind of barely almost scratches in the upper right corner, but it zips off of the side rail, bottom rail, and up for the 5. But under pressure in a tournament, you might not shoot that if you've never shoot those. So yeah, he's going to run into this 8 ball. So he's playing a little hope here that he gets on this 1. Going to try and miss the 8. Or just barely rub it. Good shot. He knew he was going to hit that side of the 8. I think that was well thought out. Good shot. Now he can come down to the end rail and just come up center table. Stay to the right of the spot if he can. Just try to bring the cue ball on that path right of the spot. It's coming right at it. He does not need to pop this. He can roll it in to make sure that the pocket accepts it. Nice. Playing smart. Good out. We got 6-3 now. Kind of a cool shirt. Looks like he's got a Predator break cue. He's been doing pretty well from the side break, the left side, our left. Watch him hit this 15 ball. Brandon Hoff shooting from the other side, and he's hitting the head ball, the 2 ball in this case. He's can't argue with the results of Brandon F here, though. He's made 5 on 1 break. Let's see what he does here. Watch the follow through. Pretty impressive. Straight through. Nice. Boy. Okay. Looks like the stripes look decent because it's surrounding the 8. You could go either or here. The 5 you could easily use to brush open the 8 if you chose solids. The 6 ball's an issue if you chose solids, but it looks like he can make it once he gets on the 1 and comes down for it to this bottom right corner. I'm glad to see, Andy, you agree with me. One pocket players stick together. You gotta bank it. Not cutting that in the side. He's thinking this through here. I think he's got a ball advantage still. He's got 6 balls versus the 5 balls of stripes. So not a bad time to, yeah, good. I think he got safe. Well, no, he didn't on the 13, but I was going to say he didn't want to untie those balls yet. Now, will Brandon Hoff try to get out here? What do you think, Dave? What are the odds of him trying to get out here? 100%?
Well, he's running. I know that. He's got to run. Got to get back in this match.
He's going to run this 12. Nice shot.
Gosh, I think shoot the 12 and then try to get good on the 11 for your break.
I think he wants to solve that problem right now because he knows that 10's a hanger.
He has enough angle. Does he have enough angle on that 11 right now?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, if he can stun it right now, I do it. If not, I try to get a little steeper with the 12 ball.
He might want to get closer to it, so he might be going up for it now. Leave the 10 as a hanger just in case.
Little top left on this.
Okay, now he's got the 10 if he wants. The 12 he's got, or 11 is a good angle now.
He's tree-topped, but I think I'm still shooting it with just straight high ball here, right?
Yeah, and maybe even hit the 8. But no, yeah, he's coming with the draw shot, so he's going to try and clip the top of the 15. He's fine. Side pocket and then corner.
Yeah, yep. He can just draw this 15 back a little bit, maybe, and
no, I think he
roll
just
it
rolls it.
I just like to be over on the side rail so I can come off the end rail. I don't want to draw from that far away, but he's leaving your shot, though. He looks like he's just going to roll ahead a little.
I think the cue ball will be in the line of the 8 to the 10. It'll be right in that line. Right there. Oh, he went past it. Now he's flirting with that 1.
So now you got to draw.
He's fine.
Draw on this, or what do you?
He doesn't have enough angle. Maybe he's got a jack up draw.
God,
He's swinging
nice
at
if
it.
you're over by the side rail. I'm just saying.
Watch out, cue ball.
Give him some love. Go. It's got to go.
He can kick this in. Middle diamond, left diamond. Middle diamond with draw. Come off the bottom rail. Just under the middle diamond. Pound it with draw. Come off the bottom rail and kick it in that corner. 2 rails. Oh, he's going top instead, which means you'll come above the center diamond. Yep, like that. I liked going below and coming into it. It makes the ball a little bit bigger.
He's got the 8. He's got the 8 in play. We're in play here.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what he was thinking. Play it at that speed just in case.
Yeah, we got Dean Lathrop in the house, Slate Billiard Club. I can hear him from in here.
So Andy's explaining how Brandon using Chad Vermont's break. Still talking about the 8-ball Masters in Vegas. Wasn't that on his sheet yesterday? The greatest moment of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Andy had some good times in Vegas, and he's not leaving them there. He brought them home and brought them to the stream, so all you guys can know. Good win last night, Andy. You grinded. You weren't going to do any stupid shots. You just played smart pool last night.
Yeah, he lost to some Canadian Hill in Vegas back in 2000.
You almost lost to a smooth criminal last night. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Eddie, are you okay? Andy, are you okay? Are you okay, Andy?
So would you play safe here so you can get ball in hand to shoot this, get this ball by the 8, or are you looking to try to run out and move it, or?
Playing safe, man.
Are you off? You just off the 3, or what are you doing?
No, I'm playing forward. I'm playing the 1 ball forward, and I'm playing for the 6. But he'll be hooked on the 3
like a
too.
2-way. You're trying to make
Yeah,
the 1 kind of.
make the 1 and it'll come off the rail behind the 3-2. But
then you could
but
even
makeable
tickle
on the 6.
If you make this, then you could tickle and maybe use the 6 as a safe tickle and leave him on the end rail, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. See, he played some.
It's all right.
Yeah, nice.
And so all he can do is get a hit on this and get it out of his way. I try to hit this really soft with right spin, just to maybe tickle it up and freeze it up on that 8. Let's not end the moving game yet. I want to still be a shooter too, you know. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he can come in behind with right English and tickle this 8 up towards the 4 and they pin on each other, that would be a nice problem that he presented for his opponent. This is a huge game here. They're all big, but
He's going to put the 2 ball over there. But that might have left him out enough to do the breakout on the 2-4 there.
Well, what's interesting about this, he's not going to want to solve it right now because that forces him to have to get out, but he should solve it right now because he's got ball in hand. You see what I mean?
Even at a
he's gotta do it.
599 level, he
He's
needs to go to win here. He
Yeah,
needs to win.
he's got to shoot this 2 ball if he can get past that 8 with it.
Yeah, that 2 must be tight. It must not go. Maybe
Well,
where it can't.
he's picking a jacked up shot that would lose the game if it rattles or something. So
Well, he could. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know about this.
Mm-hmm. 1 more safe is okay. You know what I like is shoot the 2, stop shot on the 2 into the 4, and treetop him on the 8. Like,
I mean, if he can make the 2, I'm moving everything right now, you know? Draw into that 4. You can have shape on the 4, the 3, this 1. You just gotta. It's just if the 2 goes by. He's looking at it like, man, this is like a missable shot.
yeah, he's going to make the 2 by the 8 and punch the 4 out. Hopefully he has shape on it, he's thinking, because he won't. Yeah, and he hit it hard enough so it was that he got to the 1. Nice shot. He could play the 4 or the 1. He might play the 4 because it's easier, but a stop shot on the 1 gets an easy 6.
I think Ken was trolling you earlier when he had that 5 on the rail. Is this a bank situation, Mike?
He's totally messing with him.
Ken's trolling us.
He just wanted some airtime.
Yeah. Don't worry, Ken. We can cut the balls if we want to. Mike can't make us bank them.
No, Andy, are you okay? Are you okay, Andy? That
Are you
reference
okay,
was
Andy? Are you okay?
a little Michael Jackson, 1983-ish for us.
You know, when Mike was like 35 when he was young.
God. I turned 53 on Tuesday. I'm starting to.
This Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not on the live stream next Tuesday. It's your birthday.
No, I'm coming in.
You want to commentate
Yeah.
for all these beautiful people? Well,
Yeah.
we don't know if they're beautiful because, you know, they're on the...
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Well, we got Gary. The winner goes to the finals. Big
My-
money they're playing for next week.
My younger daughter that just graduated college is coming home Monday night, so I got to pick her up late.
Yeah, so you're not a empty nester starting next week, or is she
Yeah.
home to stay, or like next year she's gonna look for a job, or like where are we at? Where are we at, Mr.
She's
Mike?
coming home just for a couple of weeks to visit, just
Fair
to
enough.
before she heads back to Oregon where she's living now.
Okay.
I got 1 in Arizona and 1 in Oregon.
Well, it's got to be nice to see him though.
Yeah, and about the 3rd or 4th day,
You're like, yeah. Me and Mom had a happy home before you got here.
do your dishes? Okay, it looks like he's got a routine out here. Stop on the 3. Will he draw back and fight for better shape? Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Nice out. 7-3. And I'm learning how to do this, Dave. It's nice.
Eventually, you won't need me.
Yeah. Well, eventually I want the cameras so that these, when they sit in the chairs, if they use these chairs.
They never use
I
the
know.
chairs. They
They use
all
them
sit up on the comfy couch chairs.
I don't blame them. Well, and you can have a better view of the table because you're up a few feet.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be able to zoom in on their face with that other camera that we don't have anymore.
Yep, we're gonna have the chair camera back. It's been fun playing with the cameras, but they're
Yep.
picky. Well, I happen to know that this Brandon has a pretty hard break.
Yeah.
Mike went zoom a little too early, Mike. Why are you grabbing my mouse?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're like,
He touched the zoom button.
that's like
Don't touch my zoom button.
old school Batman editing. Someone's about to get punched in the face.
Here we go. Big break. He gets a good break here. He can tear away. Made a ball.
Actually, they ended up spreading well. I thought they were going to cluster.
He's going to run solids out right now.
You like solids right away, 6-5, get rid of?
Yep.
Come down for the 2-1 are kind of tricky. Not hard, but you got to get on them, right? 3's of insurance. Yeah, no question, solids.
It's hard to see what angle he has on the 6, but even if he had to go to the right side of it in that big oak below the 8, like 2 rails off bottom rail side, he could get a really good look at it.
I would play the 5 in the corner and drift the cue ball up above the spot for an angle on the 6.
Looks
bring
like
that
you
up.
could hold that, doesn't it?
Yep, then I'd bring that 6 ball up through the 12 and past the left of the 12.
Get shape on the 3, the
And
2,
the 1.
the 1.
Yep.
Just however you...
Yep. If he shoots the 6 and
Yeah,
comes
he was
under,
just pointing to where he thinks he can hold it. So I think he's shooting your shot. He's
Yeah.
shooting the 5. He's thinking he can hold it right up there.
if he shoots the 6, it's steep enough where he's got to come to the short side of the 5 where he is now, which would require this is going to take a little more effort than the rolling 5. See if he gets good on this 5 now. See what I mean? It's just
You're way better off being way above that ball.
mm-hmm.
He slammed his chalk. Doesn't like it, but
Could kick this 3 in. He could back cut this 5 ball and just let the cue ball loose. He's worried about tickling the 8 or possibly going in the side pocket. He's going for it though. I think he'll get by and just above the side pocket. Ken thinks you're the perfect wingman. Yeah, are you my goose?
yeah, he's all right if he doesn't touch my mouse. I left it zoomed in just to see if he would put it back, Good
See,
shot.
that's what he was worried about. That coming off that 8 into the side, and it hit the point, so he's fine. 7 or 1, 2, 7, 3. How about that? 1, stop. 2, come off the rail. 1, 2, 7, 3. Save the 3 for last. Nice. Now all he has to do is cinch this ball and come off the rail. Angle's fine. Come off the rail about 5 inches. I'm using a hair of right English just to check it so it doesn't go lower than the 7. I don't want too much angle. Just so it comes straight out. So where the 2 ball is, 5 inches closer to the 7. It's really grinding this out. This is an important game because 8-3 is a heck of a lot different than 7-4. Perfect. He hit it great. He's now all he has to do is come up to the 11 ball. Do not jack yourself up. Speed control is important. You do not want to bump this 8 into a tougher spot. You do not want to run into the 8. Looks like he's drawing in between the 11-8. Yep. Very nice. Now he can just slow roll, cut this in, and the cue ball will drift towards the 9. He'll have a straight in the upper left corner. Shoot this 3. You cut this 3 almost like you're shooting at the 15 ball, straight at the 15 ball. And I think he could cut it more than this. Oh, he decided to punch draw it. That's why, and that got him on the 10 ball. That shouldn't be a problem for him. He's had a great out here. I'm not rooting against Brandon Hoff, but he wants to grind out this shot. That was a good out. He's a little body hooked. He's right-handed reaching over, and he's got to get his hip up on the table. Tough shot here. About to hit.
He doesn't like it. I do not like it.
Well, don't use the bridge. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes you have to. I am not good with the bridge. I'll shoot this left-handed, of course.
I think I would even shoot this left-handed before the bridge. I think he's going to change. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Big shot.
I'm shooting it lefty.
It's because you're lefty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice shot. He just needed the time to think about it. That's what, that was pretty wily veteran move. Nice shot. 8-3, our over-under of 945 is looking good. It's 8:51 right now. Even if Brandon Hoff mounts a comeback, I still think it'll be 945 or maybe a little longer if they go hill.
We got Margaret Wynn and Dean's girl against Dan Larson and Dean Lathrop, and the girls were up 8-1 when I went out there. So boys better get going out there. And Derek is done shooting drills. It looks like he's playing whole games against the Ghost now. Shout out to Derek.
Angie still here?
Angie just went home.
Oh.
I will show you the impeccable timing of the zoom.
Let's see it. That was not good timing.
Yeah, it was. That was impeccable.
You sharked him.
He didn't see the camera
Yeah, he
zoom
did.
in. No, you
You
can't
sharked
see
him.
it. It's internal. So here we go. Brandon Hoff is about to start his 3-pack. He's going to break and run a 3-pack, and then he's going to have a safety game.
Be interesting to see if he grinds this out or if he just pop, pop, pop. It just says, I'm going to just
I
freewheel.
think he's going to run this out fast.
11. 14. 10 ball next or 9? 10 ball.
10 ball. I think,
13 in the corner.
yeah, roll it ahead
Yep.
enough to get really perfectly straight. And then, because I want to shoot the 15 next. Go, no.
He's fine. He can. It'll just bump the 7 and the 15. He'll
Still
have the
putting top on it?
no a little stop shot. Little
Stop
push.
shot?
Push the 7 about 3 inches to the left. He rolled it. There was enough room. I thought it had more angle. The 15 is going to be a problem if he doesn't. I kind of liked it right. Well, he had the weird angle.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, the 15 on the side, no problem there. Nice out. So that was a matter of, I think that was a 1.5 minute game. Because he's just going to roll up for the 8 here. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Nice shot. 8-4. Who's winning out there, Dan?
Yeah. How'd you guys do out there, Dan?
I heard Margaret and Dan Larson's in the booth here.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're kicking their butt, kind of.
Getting ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to play against Derek. Derek, we saw Derek doing some drills out there.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon Hoff is about to try to get back into this. Mark his score 8-4.
Well, let's hear what Dan thinks about your zoom in ability here. He thinks he's got a good timing on the zoom in, and I think he was a tad early before.
Oh, that's perfect timing right there.
Yeah, okay. You guys are friends.
Look at this break. That was impeccable timing.
That was, yeah. I mean,
Okay, the 3 ball is trouble. The 13 breaks out that 10. So does the 6 break out the 3. So what do you think? Solids or stripes here?
Solids.
Yep.
I'm rolling the 5 ahead, getting the 6 for the break on the 3. And when I do the break, I want to come off that 10 so I can get up for the 7 or the 1 or maybe even the 3 depending on. So he's not too straight here.
No, this is perfect. He's going to hit the 10, or he's got to hit the 3. So
he's got to hit both of them, Bottom of the 3 maybe?
Okay. 7 now.
That's all right.
I like where the 10 ended up for him. I mean, if he wanted to get that in a problem spot, that's a good
3
spot.
ball does not go by that other ball, so maybe shoot the 2-1 7. I don't know.
I'm shooting the 7.
The 7 brings
miss
him
the
into
10
the
and
10.
come right back
Yeah.
over.
If you think you could miss the 10, but looks like he is going 2 ball. But this 3 ball, man, you got to know.
Okay, a little overcut there. See if Brandon F can capitalize.
yes,
See you, Dan.
see you guys.
What do you think? Stop shot on the 11?
Yeah, or even maybe draw it back a little bit. Shoot the 14 next. 15 will bump, and hopefully you have a shot on the 10 and the 15 in the lower left. Doesn't want to draw this too much. Yeah, I like that. Now the 15 will kind of maybe tickle off of the 10 and go towards the hole. And you don't want to hit it so soft that you end up with a combo shot, you know. But you don't want to hit it too hard. This one's kind of steer that 15 ball just right.
Okay, he's got to shoot the 10, I think.
Yeah, a little hard on that.
And don't forget that 9 ball.
Yeah, I mean, if you go 13, 15, and then shoot the 10 up, how do you, the 9, getting on that just right?
I'd shoot the 9 right now and zigzag for the
shoot the
10
right
to
now.
to get to the 9 is what I meant.
Yeah. And you got some corner balls for backup if you can't get the 9. The 10 does look doable, but he doesn't like it.
Was he going to come back up for the 10 right now, or is he going to go
I think
15
he's
to
gonna
10?
I think he's gonna leave it for the 15.
So realistically, he could get out, but he's saving the 2 toughest balls to get out
Yep.
for the last 2 shots.
So he leaves a little angle on this 10, and he can pop out either below or above that 8, and kind of like on the line of the 3 ball.
Mm-hmm.
But easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have the angle on the 15 to move it, up. I mean, again, I like to be closer to the 10 ball.
Mhm.
I'll take a little crazier cut if the balls are close. I like to move my cue ball closer than most. I know Mike's looking for the safety here, but I think you gotta shoot here.
I'm shooting. Yeah. Okay, he got pretty straight on it.
Pretty straight, so
But
now
he
he's
can go
gonna
up.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to go straight up, and he's gonna be shooting the 9 from the side rail because
So he's just got to pass. If he's visually trying to find a mark to pass, he's got to pass minimum the first point of the side pocket.
Yep.
And if he could cheat the hole and get closer to the 1 ball, but without hooking yourself, that would be great. He might roll
He might roll just past the side 3-4 inches and be perfect.
for short side shape.
Yep.
Okay.
Because if he goes too far, then he could have it in the right side, But yeah, that's the shot he wants. See, I try to get a little further than that. It doesn't look like the side's in play because I think the cue ball will hit the rail just before that side, but continue to go forward.
Well,
But you're gonna be close to
let's
it.
see how good his cue ball is, because he's got to be. I mean, this is
Yep.
got to be exactly right past the mouth of the hole,
Yep.
or he's looking at all
Yeah,
the way through.
I think he's looking at
because he can get
how
more confident.
far he could
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Past the side, but no further than that.
Watch it get 50-yard line right level with the 9.
Straight across. Usually players are too short on these. Nope, he hit it perfect. Ooh, not bad. It's makeable.
Okay, so what's going to happen here, though, because he's trying to get on this 8, the points of the side pocket are going to be
Yep.
a hindrance on his cue ball.
Yep. Yeah, he's got to put a little draw on it to slow it down.
If he just rolls this, I think it hits the point.
Yep. Are you trying to shoot the 8 in the same side?
Yep. Or go. I would
Go
roll
past
past
for the
it. Corner.
for the upper right
Yeah.
corner. He doesn't want to miss this and let Brandon Hoff back in the game. He zipped through that. I mean, if the balls are open,
Okay, so he really couldn't slow roll that. You saw how slow he hit that.
Yeah.
It barely got to the pocket. He probably could have shot through the rail,
just
back
shot
up.
it. Yeah. So now he's got a tester with a very eager gentleman sitting in his chair.
Eager gentleman is right.
Eager.
8 to 4.
Uh-oh, price alert. XRP is up 5.0. Wow. Making money, and I'm just sitting here live streaming.
That's a little overcut.
All right.
So he'll have the 2 ball here to start his run. See if Josh or Brandon Hoff can get out.
Josh. How do you get...
Who's Josh?
Brandon. Alright, so what's the over-under on the, how fast he runs these out? Less than a minute, starting now. Ooh, he didn't try to move it much because he had the one in the side.
Look out. Mm-hmm.
Safety.
Well, here's the thing. He can make the 7 and it'll brush the 3, but watch the cue ball just barely miss the upper side of the side pocket. I think it's going to go just past the upper side of the side pocket after it brushes the 3.
I think he's going to make the 3 in the, I think the 7-3 in the side is wired, and he's going to leave the cue ball on the end rail in case he misses. I don't think he'll go offensive here.
Are you saying that he's going to play safe?
I think Mike Pankoff's shot is about to come up.
He's making the 7 in the corner, and he's going to brush the 3. And
You
his
know,
cue
he's
ball is
down.
scary.
Maybe he's down. Maybe he's got a fire. Nope. Looks like the safety's in play.
He's playing safe. You're right.
Freeze him to the end rail.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
He's giving it to him.
Oh,
Okay, it was a
no.
ball in hand on the 8 ball. He's going to take a restroom break on that note.
So if you didn't hear, we are having a 499 and under. You can contact JD Prestigard, he's our tournament director, or go to the Slate Billiard Club tournament page, and we'll approve your admin. And we usually do all of our tournament announcements in there. We're gonna start putting like all of the Slate tournaments, even our weekly local ones that we have for just the club members only. Got to have 500 games in Fargo. Not sure how many we're going to get, but we're going to probably cap it at 32 unless we get a lot of people that, if we get a lot of people that want to sign up after this tournament started. We had 10 people message us that. So sign up early because we're trying to get it started before the end of July, like after maybe a week or two after this tournament, we'll start it. And if we can get it filled up. But we officially are taking signups now. So blow JD's phone up tonight because he's out there practicing. And, it would probably, be good for him to take a break every once in a while. Brandon Hoff, he went to the restroom after that. Safety, he tried to play and, kind of scratched there. So maybe he can ice Mr. Brandon here for a minute and calm him down. But we're coming to you from Slate Billiard Club on YouTube, Twin Cities, St. Paul, Minnesota. Club's been open a couple years. We got between 50 and 80 members during the different times of the year. We got some students from the U of M that come, and some business guys that hang out during the day and do computer work and play some pool, and a couple older gentlemen that come in and hit balls alone in the morning, when it's nice and quiet here. It's a really cool place. We gained a bunch of new people, some younger generation players that didn't know a lot about pool that have been starting to come in now. And, it's kind of fun because they have so much to learn, and they gain knowledge so fast because their toolbox isn't as full as, Mike Pankoff. So it's like, gosh, we give them a tool and it makes pool really exciting for them because, like, a couple of the trainers will help, or Mike will help them get their stroke straight or whatever. And next thing you know, now they're making, balls at a way higher percentage. So it's kind of fun watching them all learn and watching them all grow because everybody loves this game. Once you get hooked, you want to get better. And when I was growing up, it wasn't about getting better. We just go to leagues and hang out and, and I guess some people were competitive back then, but I mean, nobody was like training, like trying to get better, Now we're all doing drills and playing against the ghost till maybe like 4 a.m. sometimes, trying to beat the ghost. But Anyway, looks like we got one of the Brandons back. Not sure where the other one is, but so comment in the thing. I got this list going, and I've been kind of asking all the players, who shoots the $1 million spot shot, because like I can't remember who it is. One of the guys from California, I think it's one of the podcast guys. He asks all the questions, and everybody says Federer and Filler, but so I thought let's do it for Minnesota, because like everybody's gonna pick Federer or Filler or Shane, But Sam Howell picked Jimmy Wench. We got a couple, maybe 3 people that took T.J. Steinhaus. We got
Someone picked Rob.
Someone picked Rob Matson. Someone picked Mike Pankoff. Someone picked.
Someone picked me?
Yep, someone picked you, bro. Yep. And then, and Jeff Watts picked Demi. So Demi's been picked. And I'm just kind of making a list, and maybe we'll do something later. We'll invite all these guys down, shoot a bunch of spot shots, and, give the winner the money.
I'll place a bet. Out of 10 spot shots, no, I don't want everybody bringing my phone. But I will say that
you can ring my phone. It's okay.
There's different ways of a spot shot. So there's a spot shot for the money, just to make the ball. Then there's a spot shot where the cue ball cannot hit the end rail.
All right, now he's talking one pocket stuff, man. But right, because it's a lot harder to make the spot shot.
You got to slow roll it.
You got to slow roll. None of this shooting it in.
Or you got to play a stroke shot where you come to the side rail and not.
Well, would Jesse Engel shoot it in? Like the top players, like he's like a 9-ball player. Would he like shoot it in, or would he slow roll? I mean, I know I would slow roll it because it's just one pocket-esque, and that's how I shoot it when I play is pocket speed. But like he's a 9-ball. I mean, TJ would maybe shoot it in because he doesn't really play the one pocket, but like. I'm curious how they would shoot it now. Now you got me,
Well, if you get to choose your way of shooting it, they're just going to shoot it in. But I'm saying
so you would just shoot it in.
You're playing pig in basketball, you could say off the rail, off the backboard, or nothing but net. In this case, I'm saying you can't hit the end rail.
All right. And I can't be impeccable with the zoom because Brandon Forar, he really aims this break shot. He's not just hitting them.
Oh, he's hitting that 7 really clean, and watch the cue ball come right back into the 10 ball.
Yep. Look at that.
Cue ball 2 in a row now he's scratched. Unfortunately, for Brandon Hoff, he hasn't been able to punish him for that last one, but maybe he can run out here. 9-4. This is the moment when Brandon Hoff says, "I've got to."
I think we're going to see a little. Yeah, we're going to see a little flow out of Brandon Hoff here.
Yep. He's got a smile on his face. So
he does. He's smiling. He's giggling. He walked it off the last game. Like biggest, most important name in pool is next.
Yeah. I think didn't he play Dan Larson?
I'm not sure. I should know all that. I have the bracket in front of me, but. I know Dan Larson beat Chris Saprell, who is going to be playing in our 499 and under. So is Dan Larson.
Yep.
They're all excited.
Okay, 2 ball. It looks like he's going to shoot the 3 down to the upper right corner. The 7 ball's an issue. Unless he can make that in the side, no problem. I can't tell. Okay, hit that firm and it still went. Nice shot. He must have hit it good because that would rattle up if he had hit the rail anymore. Is he going forward? Oh no, he drew back. Okay. Actually, that 5, he might have been okay to hit that 5. He can get on the 7 now. No problem to the corner. It's a huge pocket where the 12 is. Just shoot the 5 and come over to the rail. 1 ball will be last. Yep, he sees it. Could even bank this 5, but I wouldn't.
Imagine the comeback. Hey, Ken, there we go. We're banking stuff again. That goes straight in.
Slosher says, when are we playing the 1 pocket tournament?
Schlosser, me and you on Sunday are going to have a one pocket tournament. It's going to be a 2-player tournament.
Ooh, really?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. $100 entry?
1,000. Andy's good shot.
He saved the 7 for last because it was the 5 was laying really good. Kind of dangerous because he had to get perfect on it. If he had any angle here that was, if he was 1 inch either way of where his cue ball is, he was in trouble. So he's just going to drift up for 8 in the bottom right corner. Oh, he's drawn back.
I would have gone forward there too, but
Yep.
he, the scratch isn't in play here. He's just got to.
All he has to do is make it. So he's just
Yep.
a rolling ball. The cue ball will go right through the 9-10.
You got to be.
Here's our spot shot.
Right? Well, you got to be down by 5 to have a good comeback.
Yep.
So here we are. He was down by 5. We got a 9-5 game now. I think Brandon will probably end up winning this match anyway, but we don't know. We don't know. I mean, Brandon could still win it too, though. All right. I think I got Brandon Hoff's timing down.
Let's see if you can get the zoom timing down.
You're not supposed to be talking about production. It's supposed to just happen. There's a guy in the back that's like magic, and he zooms in. I'm really actually looking excited to hooking up all the cameras. We had 4 streams in a row, or we had like 1 stream, then a day off, then 4 in a row. So I haven't really been able to work on the equipment because
Yeah, I was wondering if
I've
in the
been
final
sitting in
four,
this chair,
if
So
in the final 4, I was always wondering if I'm gonna be able to use all 3 cameras.
right. Well, he made one on the break.
We got a cluster.
We got stripes though.
Yep.
He's got stripes. He can maybe play safe if he wants to after he gets the suit.
You know what I like is shoot the 13. If he can avoid those, well, he's gonna shoot the.
Yeah.
He's not even gonna give us time to describe it.
Yeah,
So
I
11
like
to
that
13.
13 to the 15 is what you were thinking because the
Yeah.
15's tough.
Yeah.
But he could shoot the get down table for the 9 and then use that to get shape on the 15. So I think maybe he'll clean up these balls on the end. But eventually he should be going 10, 9, 15, 8. But it's hard to say.
Yeah. I like your.
Yeah.
I like your out there.
Yeah, so this he can just I roll it into the rail and back out because drawing it is a little whatever. Or he might be able to just stop it right there if he can. Yeah, nice. So now I walk over to the bottom of this table and look at that 10 ball and see where I really want to be. Do I want to drop down to the end rail or do I want to just kind of float to the upper spot shot here? Because you want to
I'd
be
come
straight.
to this middle side of the middle rail, middle diamond on the side rail, and go to the corner even.
Okay.
Because now he's going to be on the rail. When he makes this 10, he's going to be on the rail.
Yeah. So maybe he's going to try to kind of leave shape for both of these.
I think he's going to try to draw this ball or not draw it, stun the ball down.
I think he's just going to put
he's
top
rolling.
left and drop, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not enough though. But he can still use the 4 for breaks. But he has to punt the 4 a little bit so it gets out of the way too. You know what I mean? You don't want to push it over in front of the 8. So I think I put a little draw on this. It comes off the 9 and then off the 4.
Don't block the 8 with the 4.
But yeah, the 4's got to go. Oh.
Ooh, he's going to pull out the jump cue here.
Yep.
Robert says 9-5, it's possible to come back. We all know that. Yeah, that was a heck of a comeback, Robert.
Yep, he's going to get the short stick. And for me, I gotta cheer for Brandon on this one because I want Hill. Come on, Brandon. I think, he drains this. He's going to come 2 rails, have perfect shape. We're out of here. Come on. Let's go, Brandon. I think if I chanted it, they might hear us, though, so I'll have to keep that quiet.
Well, even if he makes this, he's got a bank shot on the 8 because it's probably a draw.
Sure. Oh, you won't put top left on this jump shot?
Oh.
Wait, block the 8. Hang up. So I think he's going to not like his next shot very much. But, I mean...
Well, he can just coast up on the 6 ball here.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to play him safe. Brandon Hoff's going to be shooting from behind the 6. But he'll have a 1-rail kick because there's no way he can, get him tighter than that. And sorry for my lack of cameras, Mike, but I had to work today and, stuff to do.
Priorities. Nice shot there. However, he left a kick. So, and that 8, I don't think it goes in the side, but he might shoot that 8 in the side if he makes this, if a slow roll kick in. Just at the first diamond. I think it was a little lower. He was a little high of that first diamond. I think it was right on the first diamond. Well, I have to say I'm watching this intently because this is one of the things I'm working on when I have a lead on somebody. I have a hard time sometimes closing out a set. My killer instinct might be the testosterone levels going down as I get older.
Yeah.
Just to be able to finish somebody though is tough. It seems like you never play unconscious unless you fall into a free will mode. So you really almost overthink these sometimes. You shoot the 6, shoot the 2. 6 to the 2.
I understand why he wants the 4 out of there.
Yeah.
I really do, but he wants to maybe bump dribble right off that side. He's going to follow it right to where he was pointing and try to get that angle to maybe get under that 5, like go rail 5 on the shave, but we'll see here. He's planning on shooting the 3 ball next. I'd like to say it's been really nice hanging out with you, Mike.
Oh, thanks, Dave. I wouldn't spend my Friday any other way than hanging out with you. I mean, Janie, I would love to be home with you, is what I meant to say.
Janie, we can bring production to the house. You have a 9-footer in your living room. Streaming from Mike's.
Yeah. I had to buy like a special couch so that she could hang out in that room and feel like it's her room too.
Yeah. I have a really little house. I told my wife I'm going to put the bar table in the living room, and she's like, it's not big enough, the room.
Yeah,
and I'm like, so you mean that it was in the options? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow, you're awesome.
I'd like to see how he's solving this 6-5.
And yeah, RJ, we know it's never over. Not till the last ball's down. We've had some big comebacks in this tournament already, so.
Well, he's the one.
Yep. Yeah, you should know that, RJ.
Well, what was funny is, well, I shouldn't say funny because it's not funny, but Matt, when I saw him that night when he left, was in a kind of a daze. I was like, I don't think he believed what just happened.
How did I? Yeah, I'm supposed to win from 6-2, or 9-4 or whatever.
9-5,
yeah, I'm supposed to win from here. But nobody told RJ that. He kept grinding.
I like what he did here. He solved the 4 and he said, I'm going to just play safe again. Oh, he made it hard.
Yeah, oof. I get leaving the kick, but you got to leave that 6 in front of the side.
Well, now he can shoot the same kick shot. It's the first diamond above the side pocket with a rolling ball, and he'll have a shot on the 8.
Looks like he's going too low.
Yeah, that's too low.
He got
That
it.
was a good hit.
Good hit. And now, like, the 6 is a problem, and like, he's got a...
Well, he could play the 2.
I'm not making the 2 here. I'm just, 2-railing it to the middle of the table to maybe help with the 6 later?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a shooter here. I'm a mover here for sure.
Well, what he could do is shoot the 2 ball down table and just play a 1 pocket shot and come over by the piece of chalk, go down here under the 5.
Yep.
Decided to go for the 2 to the 5. Okay.
Okay.
Nice shot. He could play safe here.
Yep. 6, 1 rail to the end rail.
Yep.
And hopefully the cue ball can go 1 rail and freeze right to that 8, kind of at the angle of where the 6 is right now.
I'm almost just slow rolling it, making sure I don't touch that 8.
And just leaving the 6 right
Yeah.
just past the 8 a little
Yeah.
bit or whatever. Yeah, because I mean, he's got to go for the 15 hit to.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Oh, he called safe when he made the 2. So he shot the 2, didn't probably mean to make
I
it. That's
gotcha.
why Brandon Hoff came to the table. And so did he hit it there? I looked away. No
No,
hit.
it's ball in
Okay.
hand, so now he's got the same predicament.
Same shot that we thought earlier. I think, he wanted to get that 2 up in play, but ended up making it kind of.
Well, it's 9:24.
Your over-under's getting a little closer there, buddy.
Yeah, but it might be right on.
I don't like this. I like going the other way, but he also wants to free his 6 up, so I get why he's doing this. But
Yeah. Well, I worry about that 8 ball moving after contact.
what about just shooting the 5 to that upper end rail and leaving him on the 6 again? And maybe the 5 will even block the kick. The 15 is coming up table a little bit now, so it's not a duck. It's not like a dead kick anymore. It's been moved up table a little.
If he can do this, I
Here
like
he
it.
goes. Here he goes.
Yeah.
Now he's shooting the right.
Okay, and that was a good hit. I think
Yep,
it hit
that
a
was
rail.
good. No, it hit a rail. I could have
Oh,
sworn.
he didn't hit a rail.
He didn't think it hit a rail.
Well, he was up giving
He-
it the eyeball.
He saw
all
the
time.
view that we said. We, better than us. His head was in the way for our
No.
view.
Now watch this. He's got a zigzag shape for the same pocket, and the 5.
I draw into the 6. I put it straight in.
No,
I put it straight in, and I draw into the 6.
come on.
The 6 will hit the 8 out.
Are you out of your
Well,
mind?
where are you going to play the 8? The 8
You're gonna
doesn't
zigzag.
go.
You see, like pretend
3
there's a
rails
spot down
and-
there.
But the 5's in play for the shape. So is the side. Like you're threading the needle.
He might
man.
be doing what you're doing.
He might be. I'm drawing into
No,
this, man.
he's
Good
draw-
things can happen.
He's drawing back to where the spot is. He's going to draw past the 8 for the 8 in the
He's
corner,
drawn
same
into
corner.
the 6. He's drawn into the 6.
What?
He should have called. Okay, Mike, you were right. I mean, hey, I was with you on that one, Brandon Hoff.
Yeah.
100%. You just needed to put a little more, pep on it. Good leave, keep him down.
Yeah, I got to
Hope
be
that the
careful
radio-
there.
Yeah, 'cause we don't want him to hear us.
Well, and I don't want him to think we were laughing at him. We were
Yeah.
laughing at our jokes.
Yeah, Mike's got jokes. Everybody knows Mike got jokes.
Yeah, you can.
Kick at the 6.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how you could have only 2 balls and have this much of a battle on safeties
Right.
because they're just laying odd. Good shot. Real good shot. Now he's got it. What would be nice if he could slow roll kick this and hit the back side of the 8 and leave a safety on them. So he's just going to 1 rail kick right about just under the side pocket with a hair of left English and hit the upper side of the 8 ball slow. So the 8 goes to the rail, cue ball goes to the rail, and the 8 will act as we'll snooker him. Tough shot, but he can do this. See how slow he hits it. Watch the hit. Well, he said, forget it, I'm going for the bank. That actually, I like that shot.
Dean Lanthrop had to say goodbye to me, so he's out of here for the night.
Okay.
I guess they're closing 94 down from all weekend from 280 down to the city, you know, to do whatever.
Sweet, I get to drive late.
Yeah,
home.
doesn't that sound like fun, Mike?
Yeah.
So
Well, you get to see some unique characters on Lake Street at this time of night. On Friday, that'll be fun.
Right?
Okay, 6 in the corner. Let's see if he goes. Oh, he's going for the safety. Smart.
Yep. Ooh, and he got a pretty good rest on it. Not frozen, but man,
Well, look, the 6 is in the side now, so he has to make a good hit.
Yep.
The game will be over here if he doesn't make a good hit. And even if he does, it's going to be tic-tac-toe here. Oh, he's got the short rail kick, same corner.
It looked like the 5 moved, but it could have been from his cue.
Is there music going on out there? Or no? Well, this will get him to the hill, but he's worried about it's steep enough angle where he's going to probably rub the 5 a little. I'm still shooting it. I just want to get this game over now that I got a hanger. See how he runs into the 5. Again, this is killer instinct time, trying to get to the hill. He's trying to finish him. He's had some good safeties here to keep the control.
Please like and subscribe, Slate Billiard Club. Our next match is going to be next Tuesday, 6 o'clock. The winner goes to the finals. Gary Nudereicher, Andrew Schlosser. Oh, that's pretty tough, Mike. I don't really want that shot, even with a 4-game lead.
Dave's trying to manifest a hill match here. He's going for the back cut. Is he going to draw this and come out, or is he going to just float?
He's going to go 3
float
rails.
through 3
oh
rails?
no, he's cutting it the other way. End rail. 2 rail shape for the side. Uh-oh.
Okay, Brandon Hoff.
Brandon,
Has
you
a
got
chance.
It's kind of a hard back cut.
Boy, 9-6 would be a big difference here.
When this gets to Hill, Mike, I'm going to tell you, I told you so. This is doable for Brandon Hoff. I'm glad he's looking at it a little bit and, not just...
Mm-hmm.
And he can leave them on the end rail, but think about making it.
Oh, you missed it.
Missed it. Left a little bit long of a shot, little bridge hand over the 8 a little bit, so... But for the most part, he's got a real clean look at this, and he does not need shape, so he can put his favorite spin on it and
Yep.
put it down, or lack thereof.
Nice shot. He hit it good.
Yeah, he looks like he might be the first one to the hill here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Mike's over under for 9:45. We got 12 minutes to finish this game if Brandon Forar wins.
Yep. I think Brandon Hoff, you got to just shake it off. I was talking with Dan earlier, Dan Larson, that was in here a little bit. He was talking about his previous match, which I think was.
Yeah,
Brandon
it
Hoff.
was. I checked.
Yeah.
It was Brandon Hoff. Yep.
And Dan was just saying how uncomfortable he felt, and Dan's been training a lot. He's playing really good
In the
pool.
last month, yeah,
Yeah.
for his skill level, he's been going up.
So but what happens is you get under the lights here and live stream and you're playing a high entry tournament. It's a totally different game when you're playing conscious all the time.
Looks like we got Brian Brecky out there practicing right now. He's sitting at the couch watching the finals of the game there. We'll get him on the mic soon. I asked him to maybe come in last night, but he with Zach, maybe him and Zach a little bit. But I'm gonna try to have a lot of guest speakers in here. I'm basically just the production guy. Mike's the talent. I told Zach last night, everybody that commentates with me is higher rated than me, and I love it. I love the insight. I go home and watch it back, and it's a pretty learning experience for listening to you talk, Mr. Mike.
Well, thank you. I like talking with Brecky as well. Next time, maybe next week he gets in here too, or in the next tournament.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to set it up so it's you and Brecky like together for the finals. You know, I'll come in and move the cameras around for you guys, but like it'd be nice to have both you guys throwing ideas at, because it'd be like that's a big money match to end the tournament on, But Brandon here is he's on the hill and he's got a little bit of clusters going on, so
He could shoot this 2-ball, 'cause since the table's open right now, he could shoot it.
4, 10, 15, 2.
He could shoot the 4-ball combo.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
are we trying to win the game on the first shot? Isn't that what we're doing here,
Well, the 6-5 are tough.
Yeah, so you put top on it too, and you just.
I think he wants stripes, so he might shoot the 9 and then just play safe.
Here he goes with safes now, Ken. Before it was banks, Ken. Now it's safes.
Gary plays on Tuesday night against Andrew. That's the first. Okay, so right now, this is the last match of the final 8. We're into the final 4 next week. Gary and Andy play, and then the winner of this, and I'm blanking on the other one. The winner of this, and Robert play. And they obviously will have to talk after this match to pick a day.
Yep.
And that's why Robert's glued into this. Robert's probably going to recommend something here on our chat of when he wants to play. Okay, he took the 4-ball combo.
Did he really?
Yep.
Nice.
Now he's got the 4-ball off the 10 into the corner. Why not? He's got a stop shot off the rail in the 10-ball. 4, rail, 10 into the corner. He wants to shoot the 5 though, because it might run into the 4 and get it free. Zigzag this cue ball right into the 4-ball. He's got to use a little bit of left. Hit it real thin. Oh, he miscued. I think he miscued, right?
Yeah, he miscued for sure. He went over the top a little bit.
Yep. Put the 4 in a weird spot. I don't know if he was out, so it might have been to his advantage too. But we'll see. Okay, he could draw up here. What were you
He's
gonna
got really nice blue Nike shoes on.
say? Yeah, old school. Jordan looking.
The shoes matter. If you didn't know that,
Yeah.
it's like what, 20 Fargo points?
Wasn't that Andy's pre-shot routine? Getting good shoes.
Oh yeah. Might have rushed that one a little bit, trying to feel flow.
He's in a better spot here though, because the 6-4 are tough here for. Brandon F. I'm guessing it's pronounced Forar. Well, it just sounds like you're got a speech problem. Forar.
Right?
I really don't know if I'm going for it here. I'm going to play safe probably. 7 ball and just tuck them up under the 15 on it. He's asking if the 6 is frozen because he might be doing a soft shot on it. He might be just trying to hit the back side of the 6, and in case the cue ball doesn't, you know, the underside of the 6, in case the cue ball doesn't hit a rail, that's what he wanted to do. Apparently it wasn't frozen. Otherwise, that would have been a foul.
Wally Doggy, you finally joined the chat. I found out who you were last night. I won't wreck your play.
Thought he was taking a nap on the rail when he was looking at it. Okay, he's just gonna get this 15 free.
All right, he's gonna get the 7. Is he gonna try to move the 4 right now?
Yep.
Ooh, I just happened to see that Andy said tails. Ooh, was that tails to like
To
my
Sunday?
offer? I don't know. Like it made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Someone said tails.
I got Tom on Sunday.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, here.
Yep, your allies sold you out, Wally Doggy. Wall Doggy?
So, as a recap, in case this is the last game, Brandon Forar is on the hill. $5.99 and under.
Slate Billiard Club.
Slate Billiard Club, St. Paul, Minnesota. He's trying to get into the Final Four. Let Brandon Hoff back to the table, though. This is kind of his last stand here. Let's see if he can win this game and get back into it. But they're wide open. He's got to get on this 13 ball eventually. He said, I'm gonna get on this 15 instead. I think Brandon's a little bit frustrated because it hasn't gone his way, and Brandon F played great today. Played smooth, slow, controlled the game.
Yep. Didn't try to do too much.
Yep.
Kept it within his range. Yep.
Okay, it's finishing time. 4,
Gets to the final 4.
5, 6, 4 to the 5-6 combo. You play the combo here?
The 4 will get you to the final 4.
Yeah.
Just barely slow rolling this. I'm just barely.
Yeah.
He's just tickling the 6 in. I just want the 5 to think about hitting the 6 in.
Yeah, just as slow as you can. Yep. Now all he has to do is cut this.
I hit the end rail here with a little bit of right, just to you know.
Yep, to peel up off 2 rails.
Yep.
1, 2, and straight in. Okay, guys, we're going to see you Tuesday night for the Final Four. Andy will kick off against Gary. 6 o'clock Tuesday. I'll be here. And I'm sure Dave will be here too.
There's the handshake.
Yep.
He played good. Nothing
Yep.
you can do when someone plays that good.
Yep.
Just pool.
Yep. Nice
Thanks.
set, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Over.